First things first, remove the magazine from the gun and rack the bolt to ensure the chamber is empty. Once you've confirmed the gun is empty, pull the trigger, take the safety off, pull the trigger, and now we can begin. Alright, start by unscrewing these two screws at the bottom. I pre-loosen them to make it easier from behind the camera. Alright, this plate and the two screws go off to the side. Now you can remove the action from the stock. There you go. Oops. Sorry about that. Alright, now we use a screwdriver, flathead, to unscrew this right here. Alright. Don't lose the washers to this because they're important. They help lock these screws down. Alright, washer and screw off to the side. Now you can unscrew this. The bigger flathead you have, the more it helps on these. There you go. And then unscrew this. Once you do that, your mag well and trigger group will fall out. There you go. Here's your mag well. Here's your trigger group. Alright. Now you see this bolt here? We're gonna unscrew this bolt and then remove this piece right here. This will allow your bolt or your barrel to wiggle free. There you go. And then also this is your ejector. It just comes out like so. The barrel goes off to the side for cleaning later. Now you remove your bolt handle right there. Slide your bolt out. And there you go. Your rifle is completely disassembled. This is your striker. And actually, forgot. Firing pin needs to come out. Your firing pin just slides out of that channel. It free floats. This is your firing pin. Make sure to clean it and that channel very well. This is your striker. It hits the firing pin that ignites the primer. And the rod it rides on also has the recoil spring. So the outer spring is your striker spring, or you can call it your hammer spring. Then the inner rod is your recoil spring. And actually they both act together as a recoil spring. So this is your fully disassembled Savage 64. This does not come out. This is press fit into the bolt. You can look down here and see it's kind of really shoved in there and press fit, so it doesn't come out. Let's see. Let's put it back together. This is your ejector right here, and where that little notch is as far as it'll go into the barrel. Alright, so just fit it in there. Use a screwdriver. Oops. Use a screwdriver to make sure it's flush. There we go. Alright. There we go. Now we're going to put the bolt back in. Put the bolt back in. Oh, actually, don't forget your firing pin. It's easy to do. I forgot mine. There you go. Put your firing pin back in. Put your bolt back in. And right about here, add your can't think of the name. Charging handle. Now you can slide your barrel into your receiver. Kind of wiggle it a little. There we go. Alright. And you can take that piece right here and fit it back into the gun. There we go. That's about right. Bingo. Now take your bolt. Oops, wrong part. Here we go. Take your bolt. Put that back on. Tighten it down. Now, take your trigger group. We're going to put that on first. Take the washer and screw for the back. Right? And make sure that washer's on there. That can give you trouble. Come on. Hard to do with one hand. Alright. And begin to thread it in. Don't tighten this all the way, because it's easier to get the rest of the rifle back together if you don't. You'll tighten it later. Come on. Daggone it. There we go. Alright. Sometimes those screws can be a pain to get in, I tell you what. Like I said, don't tighten it all the way, just leave it a little loose so that this trigger group can move around and you can line up these holes easier. Take your magazine well, make sure your feed ramp, but it's not actually a feed ramp, is facing forward, and slide it into the back of your trigger group. Alright, take your Phillips head screwdriver, get that screw going. And like I said, don't forget the washer on that screw. It will scrape the bottom of your bolt and prevent the rifle from functioning, which you do not want, obviously. Alright. Now, don't forget to retighten this screw. We're going to put the rifle back into the stock.